Welcome to lesson 5 of Pattern TA Mastery. One of your main jobs as a trader using Elliott Waves is to spot the end of a correction, because that's usually where the next big trend leg starts. If you can't recognize corrections properly, you either get in too early and chopped into pieces, or too late when most of the move has already gone. In this lesson, we're going to walk you through the 4 main types of ABC corrections: zigzags, flat, irregular, and running, and show you how they actually look on live charts. By the end, you'll know what to expect from each pattern, what it means when price does or does not exceed key levels, and why the end of an ABC is such a powerful place to be hunting for trades. One of your main jobs when using Elliott Wave analysis is to identify the end of a correction. Why? Because after a correction is complete, the market typically moves to new highs. So we want to aim to buy at the end of a correction so we can ride the next trend. And when we're in a bear trend, sell at the end of a correction so we can ride the downward trend. So there's 4 types of ABC corrections. So the ABC correction is the most common type of correction and takes 4 main forms. The most common and the one that you're going to see the most frequently is called the ABC zigzag. This is where the wave A comes down, the wave B comes up and does not exceed the wave 5 high, and the wave C low exceeds the wave A. So it's a nice zigzag pattern. And the wave A's and the wave C's mimic each other. So this is the most common and most typical, and we should expect this and expect to see it. So a live example of this is this chart over here. We see we've had a nice 5-wave move to the upside, and then we've had a nice clean A, B, C correction where the wave C exceeds the low of the wave A, and the wave B does not exceed the high of the wave 5. So it's the most common and the most typical. The second is the ABC flat. This is similar to the ABC zigzag. The only difference is that the wave C in the zigzag exceeds the wave A. In the flat, it does not exceed the wave A. So the buying pressure is strong and it's struggling, and it just tests the wave A. In other words, it gets close to this point over here. So this is an ABC flat. So the example we're going to use here is actually this part of the correction. And we're going to go into this chart over here on a lower degree time frame to use this, but for the reverse trend, a bear trend. So we've had the market move down, we've had a wave A, we've had a wave B, which is pretty standard, and then we've had a wave C, but we can see that this wave C did not exceed the extreme of wave A, so it's flat, and then the trend continued in the downward direction. So that is a good example of a flat correction in a downward trend. The next common type, more common than the flat, I would say, ABC zigzag is by far the most common, is the irregular ABC. Now it's got similarities to the zigzag, but the main difference is the wave B. So we have the 5-wave trend, we have our typical wave A, but the wave B exceeds the beginning of wave A. In other words, here it does not exceed, and here it does exceed this high over here. And then the wave C also exceeds the wave A low, and that is the irregular. It's called the irregular because it is irregular. It's irregular to the zigzag. It doesn't happen as frequently as the zigzag, but let's just look at a live example. This is the Euro US dollar. We've had this pretty clean 5-wave move to the upside, and then we've had the first leg down, which is a wave A, and we've had an A, B, C of a wave B, and we can see that this wave B is past the extreme of the beginning of the wave A itself, and then when the wave C continued to go lower than the wave A. So this is what makes it irregular, is this part over here. We want to be aware of these different types of corrections. Now a quick point to note, and I've noted it over here, is that wave C's break down to a 5-wave pattern. So when we're identifying the end of a correction, we're always going to be looking for a 5-wave pattern, a 5-wave pattern, a 5-wave pattern, and a 5-wave pattern to help us identify the end of these trends. And we're also going to use price, time, and momentum to pinpoint. Last but not least is the ABC running, or the running ABC. This is similar to the irregular, where the wave B exceeds the beginning of wave A, and the wave C fails to go beyond the wave A itself. That's the running. Now, I haven't seen one of these for a while, so I haven't pulled up an example. So this is the least common from my experience, but let's just use this example. If this irregular ABC, if it did end up here, it didn't in this case, but if it did end up here and it failed to go below the wave A, this would be considered as a running ABC. And the bias is that the buying pressure is so strong that the wave B was extended and it went beyond the typical, and the wave C would struggle to go below here. And after a running ABC, you'll typically see a big impulsive buying frenzy that follows. So there you have it, the 4 key types of ABC corrections. And the reason we want to be masters of identifying the end of a correction, because after the end of a correction, we would expect a continuation of the prior trend to new highs, regardless of which type it is. Now also note that the reverse is true. On a downward trend, we expect an ABC zigzag, so the reverse is true, so you can use the inverse for the exact same methodology and the same rules and anticipation. So now you've seen the 4 main ABC correction types, how they behave, and why the end of a correction is often the launch pad for the next trend to new highs and new lows. In the next lesson, we're going to look at complex corrections, when the market doesn't stop at a simple ABC, but unfolds into patterns like A, B, C, D, E corrections, and how to recognize when that's happening so you don't call the end too early and get stopped out right away. Before you go, if you want to see how the pattern edge actually behaves over a full run of real trades, click the first link in the description. It takes you to my FastPass simulator. You plug in your starting balance and risk per trade, and it will replay my last 100 plus live trades using the exact framework. You'll see the full equity curve play out. That includes winners, losers, and break evens, not just the highlights. That way you get a realistic feel for the journey and what this edge can and cannot do for your account size. It's historical data only, not a guarantee of future results, but is the exact edge we use on our live desk every day. When you're ready to go deeper and unlock the full 4-factor framework, pattern, price, time, and momentum, plus live trading desk for 30 days, the details are on that page. Otherwise, click through to the next lesson in this playlist and keep building your pattern mastery.